Hi, this is Dr. Bill Berkowitz from Life Chiropractic in Grass Valley, California. I want to talk about the 4 critical actions you need to take to recover from chronic stress. But before we get there, let's talk about stress for a minute. Many people don't really conceive of how much stress they're under. They think of stress as a very isolated kind of incident, emotional stress. The reality is that we're exposed to significant stress all the time. And it really isn't the stress that's the problem. The issue is how your nervous system responds to stress. And rather than use stress, let's think of it as stimulus, energy, your environment, how your nervous system responds to it. Let me give you an analogy. You have a car, you have tires, and we might relate the amount of stress your car is under to how quickly the tires wear out. If the front end isn't aligned, if the wheels aren't balanced, then those tires wear out faster. That's the response of the car to stress. If the front end is aligned and the wheels are balanced, then you get the maximum number of miles from those tires. The same thing with the body. If we can improve how you respond and react to the challenges in your life, then we effectively reduce the stress in your life. And the impact of stress is rising. 90% or more of all illness and disease is stress related. More than 75% of doctors' visits are for stress related issues. You cannot effectively manage stress in a way that's going to make a difference because the stimuli that produces that stress is largely out of your control. What you can do, as I said a minute ago, is change how you respond to stress. And that's how I address chronic stress in my practice. Everybody that comes into me is suffering from the consequences of chronic stress. And the 4 core actions that I've identified that form the strongest foundation for changing or transforming how your nervous system responds to stress are as follows. The number 1 thing that you need to do is change how you breathe. Too many people are mouth breathers. Your mouth was not designed to breathe. Your mouth is for eating, for drinking, and talking. So the first thing you can do when you're not eating, drinking, or talking is close your mouth and breathe through your nose. The second thing around breathing is you need to change your breathing from up here in your shoulders and move it down to your abdomen or diaphragm. The way to start that is to lie on your back, put your hands on your diaphragm or your stomach right below your ribs, breathe slowly in and out of your nose, and the only thing that should be moving, or most of the movement, should be happening in your abdomen, not in your chest. The third key to overcoming and recovering from chronic stress is sleep. Now, sleep is a little bit of a double-edged sword because stress will impact the quality of your sleep, and the quality of your sleep will drive the impact of stress up. But you need to carve out a sleep routine. Research demonstrates that you need to have consistent sleep routine. That means going to bed at the same time every night. That means avoiding any kind of stimulants like caffeine past noon. You need to avoid alcohol and things like that before sleep. And really slow your day down in the hours before sleep. You don't want to eat for a couple of hours before sleep. And you don't want to watch or do anything really stimulating a couple of hours before sleep. Your room should be really dark and should be cool in temperature. Those are the basics. There's more, but you need to prioritize sleep. And as we remove the causes of stress, and as we change how your body transforms stress or reacts and responds to stress, then you will also see an improvement in your sleep corresponding to that. But if you don't have a great sleep routine, then that's not going to happen. The fourth thing is you need to improve your body awareness. In our culture, too many people live from here down, or actually, I mean from here up. You need to increase your awareness here. What do I mean by that? I mean that stress will give you signals. You will notice if you pay attention that your shoulders will start to come up. Your heart rate might increase. You feel tension. You feel some anxiety. You'll have a difficult time relaxing. So one thing you can do right now is try to lower your shoulders. If you can lower your shoulders, it is a sign that you are carrying stress. And the first thing you do is just increase that awareness. So often what we do instinctively is adopt positions and movements to relieve the discomfort that comes from stress. The problem is that many of those movements and postures actually increase the impact of stress on our bodies, and it becomes a self-perpetuating cycle. So you just need to start to recognize, whether it's when you're driving on the highway, whether you're at work, whether you're dealing with challenging people, you just want to start to pay attention to where and how your body carries tension. And that tension is the consequence of stress. See, in the office, I can basically drain your body of stress over time and change how you do it, but you need to change some of the things that are going to perpetuate that stress. So make sure to subscribe to my social media channels, go to my website, Life Within Chiropractic, and you can schedule an appointment there. Thank you.